peak in terms of comps. As sort of like the same types of comps. Endurance, physical, like puzzles, and we're both weak at memory.
Yep.
So I really do see like a lot of similarities between us. That's where my head was at. If I'm thinking about making this move, then I think Christian has probably also considered making this move. And I was like, I don't know when is the next chance this will come around. After Brady won that veto, I was like, shit, probably won't have an opportunity like this before he has an opportunity like this.
It's understandable. Obviously, the thought has crossed both of our minds.
Yeah.
The only thing I have to say is, I feel like actions speak louder than words. And last week, never crossed my mind. And that's the truth. It never did cross my mind. I think you would have heard about it because I have a loud mouth.
Yeah.
So, that thought never crossed my mind, being both the HOH and the older.
Yeah.
And so, regardless of the situation we're in now, I gotta deal with it. The fact is, I don't know where your head's at. I mean, I assume where your head's at. But what could I do? Because I already proved it to you last week. What could I do? Because the only way you're keeping me is if you know that the paranoia is gone. You know what I mean? So, what could I do or offer you, or how can I act in order to show you that? I mean, everybody, not just me, everybody at this house has to come after you if you're still here.
Yeah.
Including me. And you have to go after everyone else in the house. That's the game. There's only 2 people that make it to the end. So regardless of me or anybody else, people have to go after each other. If I am able to let you know that the paranoia isn't there, I don't know how. That's why I want to talk to you, because I'm definitely willing to figure it out. But if the paranoia is gone, both of us have nothing to worry about. I proved it to you last week. We both know we have to. Like, regardless of if we want to or not, which we eventually both want to, because we both want to get to the end. I would like to I think the only way we can do it is, let's agree to not come after each other, fully agree, until a certain day, a certain week. And if we could agree on that, you benefit with me staying around significantly. And the only thing I think that would make me feel better is a date. Or not, because we don't know fucking dates up in here.
Yeah.
So a week 3, the deal is off.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. But I think between you, who are the 2 most physical competitors now? I think that's you and me.
Yeah.
Hannah and Alyssa are like so fucking similar and smart.
Yeah.
You guys are doing well, and me and Alyssa are doing well until the situation right now.
Yeah.
If we're able, I mean, I thought that's what the whole plan was. Or, I mean, we didn't say alliance, we said safety plan, whatever it was. I thought that was the whole point of that. I just feel that SB is in a lot of people's heads, and she is flying under the radar, but at the end, when it's finale night, she's going to say, I was behind this, I was behind that, I was behind that. I planted this in this person's head to make them do that, and this is why they're gone, and I was the goat. I don't have those. Mine are comp. Yours are comp.
Yeah.
I think that both of us, I mean, we're both each other's shields, and only shields. Literally only shields. We benefit from keeping each other around. The only thing that's, like, we just need to get rid of the paranoia. And that's it. And I think the only way to do it is, the only way to do it is to have a date, because that eliminates paranoia to the point where you know I'm still coming after you past that date.
Past that date, right.
And once it gets to a date, it's like I would feel comfortable until that date.
What do you think my game looks like if you were to be voted out on Thursday?
I don't know if they would tell you directly to your face, but X and Alyssa would definitely be coming after you, and you couldn't play. Yeah. This is I think, the biggest thing in a short-term perspective is you can't play next week. I couldn't play. What happened to me when I couldn't play?
Yeah.
I'm fucking sitting here. Next week you can't play. You have X, Alyssa. You have a lot of strong people on your side as well. I assume Kylan, of course SB will be on your side. Hannah's very smart. So, truthfully, you have the the cards stacked in your favor. But
in this game, it's just not good to have any enemies, you know.
Right.
Because there's luck. There's a lot of stuff.
This thing, we're only enemies because we see each other as threats. We're each other's shield in that exact regard, though. So, keeping each other around to a certain date eliminates all the paranoia. That's the biggest thing I can say, just because we both are not idiots. We know eventually we do have to come after each other, and by that time, we're both making some money.
It's true.
Like you're HOH, and I'm sitting on the block, so you are the one in control as far as whatever date you pick. I'll let you know how I feel about it, but you have the control. I will agree to the terms that you set, and if there's anything I can do to prove it, I'm willing to do it. If that involves me having to physically blow a comp, potentially, so that you can see it, I'll do it, because that just gives you another week to potentially tell people to get me out. That's... Actually, I do kind of want to take that back, but I did already put it out there. I meant more of like a veto, specifically.
No,
Say I were in charge, I would blow the veto, and because that's a lot to offer. Blowing with HOH, but I'm willing to prove it. This is the thing. I'm willing to prove it again.
If you stay,
because
though,
I actually speak out in words, and I proved it last week.
If you stay though, what are your targets? Like.
So SB's gone. I told you who my target was already. With not within the Royal Flush. The targets are outside. I thought if I stay, I would want to keep this thing together. As far as Royal Flush. It's Royal Flush -1. Or do you think it's beyond repair?
No, I mean, okay, the only problem with Royal Flush is like I am on the weaker side of it. Like,
but so am I. So okay.
Like between you, X, and Alyssa, like
between the Royal Flush, I am on the bottom with you. You don't think I am? How am I not on the bottom? There's one person in charge of the Royal Flush, right? I hope you feel the same way, or at least calling the shots.
Who you thinking? Female?
No.
Really?
I feel like Kylan is kind of the leader.
Okay. I could.
But that's from a perspective of me being on the bottom.
I can see that. Yeah.
I know you're close with Kylan, so of course I do regret saying that right now.
No. You're good. You're good. I won't tell Kai or anything.
There's meetings where you aren't involved because you're the ace. You're the odd man out.
Exactly.
And the reason, what was said in the meeting before when you weren't there is who would people's targets be? This is when I was HOH. Everyone talked about it because we were trying to figure out who I would go after.
Yeah.
Kylan expressed, not within this meeting, Kylan expressed his concern of you.
Really?
I didn't have any reason to it. I thought you guys were close.
Yeah.
Which is why I was extremely surprised by it. But who was he closest with?
SB.
SB.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice that till this week or mid last week. I thought you and him were the 2-0.
Yeah.
All that means is I think he has his eyes